if we consider who's at greatest risk of severe disease or death from COVID, this means prioritizing the elderly and people with underlying health conditions. If we think about who's at risk of contracting and spreading COVID, we need to think about people who are essential workers, especially if their work puts them in contact with sick people. This includes healthcare workers, people who work in nursing homes, and first responders like paramedics, police, and firefighters. It also includes people who live and work in settings where spread is likely due to close quarters, such as prisons and long-term care facilities. Lastly, in thinking about those workers we need to provide essential services, this is where it gets tricky because people have different views about what is essential and who is essential. But think about those jobs that haven't changed during the pandemic. The people who can't work from home, like bus drivers and other transportation workers, people who work in grocery stores and other jobs in the food industry. So that's who we should be prioritizing right now. Regarding undocumented immigrants, because this is a public health issue, citizenship status should be irrelevant to the discussion about prioritization. What really matters are those risk factors that I just talked about, like age and underlying conditions, the type of work that somebody does, or the setting in which they live. That said, I think that specific efforts are really needed to reach undocumented immigrants with targeted messaging so that they can be assured that they are not going to need to disclose their immigration status in order to be vaccinated. And I would say that special efforts are also needed to reach people living in underserved communities with limited access to healthcare services, access to transportation, or the internet. Figuring out when you can get a vaccine and where and how to get it is becoming increasingly complicated, as we're seeing, and getting vaccinated should be made as easy as possible for those who want to be vaccinated.